We have travelled around New Zealand for the last 126 days and it has been the best thing I have ever done in my whole life. We saved up all of our savings for a whole year, but we wanted to spend our money really wisely, so we were on quite the budget. And I wanted to share all the tips and tricks that I have learned along the way with you, just in case you want to travel around New Zealand one day on a budget like us. So tip number 1, petrol can get really expensive here. We are a teeny tiny country in the little corner of the world, so getting petrol here I can imagine would be quite expensive. So basically what we did in each town that we were staying in, we used an app called Gatsby. I'll link all of these apps and stuff down below, but it's called Gatsby, and basically in that current time to that day they will post the cheapest petrol in that town, which was super helpful. I know it sounds a bit pedantic maybe, but we honestly have saved so much by doing this. Often there will be quite a difference between one petrol station and another, so this is super helpful. We found it helpful anyway. So tip number 2, as you might have seen in one of my other videos, we converted our car. So we live in a Subaru, we've been living in it the whole time, and basically that in itself saved us so much money. But we use an app called Campermate, and basically this app is incredible. I think it's based in New Zealand and Australia, so if you're in Australia you can download it as well, and it will show you absolutely every camping spot across all of New Zealand, whether it is paid or free, or you can have a self-contained or non-self-contained, or even a tent. So basically everywhere we went, from right down at the very bottom of the South Island in Curio Bay to right up the top in Northland, every single town we went to, we figured out our camping spot like a week before, and we have literally barely paid a cent for our accommodation the whole summer, which is a massive expense when you're travelling. Obviously Airbnbs and hotels can be so expensive, but obviously do that if you want to, but we just really wanted to minimise our costs, and this was our biggest minimisation. So yeah, Campermate is incredible, highly recommend. Again, I'll link it down below. Number 3, this one is maybe a little bit more time consuming, but again we saved so much money by doing this, but we cooked all of our own meals for the last 4 months. We very quickly found out that takeaways are so expensive, and we decided that for the rest of our trip we wanted to cook all our own meals, and honestly I feel like it brought us closer together. We had so much fun. Well, I had so much fun creating new recipes, trying out new spices and being really creative. We ate the most incredible food the entire summer. Nothing stopped us from making massive big brekkies and butter chicken and pesto pasta, so we ate so well, and just delicious food, but we only had maybe 2 takeouts in the last 4 months, and it really helped our costs. Number 4, now I guess everyone's really different, so I want to preface that first, but try your best to find things to do that cost nothing. It's pretty lucky that Dan and I love hiking mountains, we love swimming in the ocean, we love going for walks, we love finding waterfalls. All of these things are zero cost. So the options are endless. You'll be able to find so many blogs online. I should probably write some of my own, because this is one of my favourite things to do when I find a new place, a new country, is just explore and see the land and talk to the locals as well. Often we would find the best things to do from the locals. Actually, every time we've found the best things to do, it's been from someone that lives there. So I think it's really special to do it this way, and obviously it saves so much money. 5, this one is actually super environmentally friendly as well. We have spent the whole summer, instead of buying bottled water, we fill up our 2-litre tank of water. We use an app called Refill in NZ. And in every single town we've gone to, there has been a tap with fresh water, and we just fill up our tank and use it throughout like 3 or 4 days, and then when we go to the next town we'll fill it up again. Not only are you not wasting plastic bottles everywhere you go, you're also saving so much money. So last but not least, as I was saying before, instead of buying a van, which can cost it can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you have a car like ours, like a Subaru, you can kit it out yourself. Yes, it's not quite as luxurious, but it will save you so much money, and we have honestly absolutely loved living in our car. It has been so cozy and we've been so comfortable, and just really grateful that we didn't need to spend the money. But I have done a full video on how to minimize your life, kit out your car, and live in it throughout the summer. So if you want to see that, I will link it down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a tip or two. If you have any tips, please comment them down below. I would love to learn more about how to be budget friendly whilst traveling. And yeah, so grateful for this summer. We have been so blessed and had the best time. But I will see you next week for another video. Bye guys!